Welcome back to episode 355 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike. I'm here with Grizz. We're back from our mini break. Probably the longest we've ever not been live or whatever, but we did release episodes because we can't stop. Yeah, a week, I guess.
A week, dude.
That'll be it.
Give us credit.
Never again. Never again. Never again. But we are back with a VHS classic, a tape that is widely looked for, highly paid for, and is it worth it? We're going to find out. But first, I'm going to hit that fucking intro. Yeah, I
had to let that play out a little bit for that music, man. It's so fucking good.
Hey, we're in it with a John McBride joint here. I don't know. Should we have had EK from Laser Graves on for this one, or is he only Polonia?
This is the neighborhood of Polonia. It would have been okay. I think it would have been right to have him on, but if it was a Polonia film and we didn't, then we would have been fucking up.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be okay here.
I don't see them connected in any sort of way to this, besides being buddies with John McBride and working on it, other movies with him. But I do feel like this has a very Polonia-esque atmosphere to it. But I feel like it's I don't know, is it sacrilegious or whatnot? Like half a step better.
It is.
You know, like the acting is spot on. The story is cohesive. They didn't try to do like way too fucking much. Like, damn.
Dude, especially if you consider the movies that the Polonias were making in 1988 compared to Woodchipper Massacre. I mean, it was pretty rudimentary at that time for the Polonias, whereas they really didn't start making films of this caliber until the 90s. So it's like, I kind of wonder if their friendship with McBride influenced them to make better movies, or if, like, you know, because there's definitely some similarities here. Whereas, like, if you told me this was directed by Mark Polonia, I would 100% believe that.
Yeah. You definitely do see similarities, but like I said, like the acting seems like they got people that really like knew what they were doing. Probably some of my favorite shot on video, low budget acting ever in this movie.
It is. And I'm going to say that I don't think that these are like people that know what they're doing. I think that these are like kids that John knows. Like who are they going to hire? Actors?
True.
Like, dude, like there's scenes where like these kids are breaking, like laughing in the fucking scene.
Oh yeah, this is their only credit. Yeah. Well, I guess let me amend my statement then. He got people that appeared like they knew what they were doing. How about that?
The reactions of these kids in this movie are so amazing. The little girl in particular, she has the best facial expressions, the best just like outbursts to different things, dude.
Overall delivery
makes this
is
movie for me, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
But every character in this movie is like fucking awesome. John's character as the older brother is really good. I love the fucking cousin that we're gonna meet that comes over. That character is and I feel like that has to be a relative of John's. Like that dude looks so much like an older, scruffier John McBride.
He looks like he's stuck in like 1978. Like he looks like he's something out of like Last House on the Left or some shit.
Cool guy.
So one thing I will say about this movie, it's called Woodchipper Massacre. It is not a massacre. Only 2 people get killed in this movie.
What is a massacre to you? Was there a definition? I'm gonna look up the actual definition of massacre.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like more than 5 people.
An indiscriminate and brutal slaughter of people. It doesn't put a number on it, though. That's unfortunate. I would really like to know, like, your opinion.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's only like, it's like, what is that, 5 or 6?
5? Okay.
Something like that. I would say anything above 5, but it has to be like in a specific, like, I feel like,
no. I feel like that's a high number, dude. I feel like 3 or more could be a massacre.
Nah, when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking like the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Like the whole
that's triple homicide, because there's a term for that.
Yeah.
Is there a term for a quadruple homicide? Is that
you just said it.
But is that a thing? You could say that there's a fucking whatever. I don't speak fucking Latin, but there's all kinds of other fucking numbers that you could put to that and just say homicide.
Man,
that's got to be something, right?
I never took the leap into law enforcement. I'm not really versed in what is considered a massacre and what is considered a multiple homicide.
You took the flavor saver off down there, bro, you would have a serious cop stash.
Dude, I have it just like one. Bro. I have it in my family, man, but not me. I can't do it. I'm too fucking goofy for that.
Getting pulled over by you would be fucking hilarious.
You wouldn't want it, man. Imagine me being in like an official role like that, like so worried about losing my job that I'm just by the book.
It's so serious too, dude. That'd be fucking.
I'm a manual reader, so when I'm that means like that translates into like every job I've ever had. Like reading the fucking, like when I worked at the cemetery, I knew every single bylaw of the cemetery because I'm like, well, in case anything ever happens, I probably got to be able to defend myself. So I should know what they're going to come at me with. Yeah. So like,
you'd be a dick cop is basically what we're saying.
I think so, man. I think so. I'd be too afraid that I would fuck up. Like, I don't know. It's just not for me.
No one's getting breaks. Not from fucking Officer Mike. Everybody.
Yeah, just not for me. I'm too nice of a guy. You know me. I'm too much of I'm a lover, not a fighter. But Woodchipper Massacre, man. Give me you know what? Before we actually get into the movie, I just want to have a talk. Because I feel like this falls into that category of VHS tapes that people are expecting to be a gory, fucking crazy nightmare, but they are in fact not. It's a completely different thing. I feel like this is one of those films. It's a Donna Michelle release, so you got things that are like The Abomination and all that shit, the Killer Refrigerator, all that. This, I feel like, is not what you would think it is from the packaging, and especially from that time period, like the late 80s. Like you're thinking like, oh, Woodchipper Massacre, it's 1988, like it's probably going to be a crazy slasher or something like gnarly. That. But really it is a proto version of Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Yeah, it's a really fun version of that story. 100%.
Which that movie came out 3 years later, so
I wonder if there's any influence.
I wonder if there's any influence.
I will say that, like, this movie definitely falls under that category that you were talking about with the tape collectors and stuff. With this one, maybe I'd be expecting a little bit more gore or whatever. But I would be very happy with what I got. I'm not saying that I would be willing to pay the price that I'm thinking this movie probably goes for now. But back when I was heavily buying tapes, I mean, this was still like $100 tape.
Yeah.
And, I would hesitate to pull the trigger on it, not knowing what it was. But if I did and I got this, I'd be stoked, dude. Like, this is a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Is it low budget, hyper gore movie that like you would think it would be? Absolutely not. But this also falls under that realm of like Microwave Massacre.
Yeah.
It's that same goofy, dark comedy, take, and mostly that's that reason due to the budget restraints. Obviously, I think if maybe not. I think that McBride's sensibility is goofy. So maybe he wouldn't take it, ultra gory and stuff like that. But I think this is a fucking awesome movie. And if you end up buying it and you are expecting one thing and you get this, you should be psyched on what this is. This is probably one of the best shot on video movies of the 80s, to be honest with you.
I agree with you 100%. Let's see. He is a producer on Cannibal Campout. So that was another John McBride.
Yep.
That was Tom Fisher and John McBride, but he wrote it. This feels kind of similar to that in a sense.
It does.
Is the cousin is he in Cannibal Campout?
I don't think he is. I don't think he's one of the...
We're going to have to look into that as we go through, but he's also a producer in Terror House, which he was also
Polonia.
Part director of that. That's a Polonia jam, but that's like a more serious Polonia movie than like a lot of the other ones. Blood Red Planet, that's another one that he was a director on that with them, and that's another one. It's a more serious story, serious with my quotation marks up. He's got quite the resume when it comes to these like shot on video, direct to video VHS classics, as we would call them. House That Screamed 2. That was another good one. That both House That Scream movies are great for the early 2000s. Like those are fucking great.
These are just his like director and producer credits, right?
Yeah.
I know he's actually was in a bunch of like movies for the Polonias as well.
Dude, he was my favorite acting credit of John McBride is a locker room viewer in The Running Man.
What the fuck, really?
He's just an extra.
A locker room viewer.
Yeah, the year before he made Woodchipper Massacre, he was just like an extra in the locker room in The Running Man. So
he would fit that. He would fit that very well. He has that late 80s teen vibe going on here.
So, Grizz, why don't you give a little synopsis of Woodchipper Massacre?
A young group of brothers and sisters are left with their terrible aunt for the weekend while their dad's out of town, and shit goes wrong and they got to put her in a wood chipper.
Yeah. Maybe not just her, also possibly just deleting that whole fucking section of the family.
Side of the family.
Yeah, there's something definitely going on with them. But yeah, there's an older brother, a middle sister, and then a younger brother. The middle sister is probably in high school. I think the older brother's in college, and the younger brother is probably in middle schoolish, right? Because that
sounds about right.
Yeah, he's all about like Rambo and all this. He's like ordering a Rambo knife. We've all been there. We've all we're too young to have a survival knife, and I like that.
That was mine, dude. I had so many butterfly knives at a really inappropriate age. It's fucking stupid.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to just pack some heat, and you're not able to, carry the real heater yet. So you just got to go to the shady flea market.
Just say that's where I got it.
And buy a butterfly knife. Yeah, pearloid handle, right? Probably white with some sort of inlay.
Mine was blue with the speckle, but yeah, definitely a pearloidish type of handle on it.
There you go.
I had a black carbon fiber one later in life that was pretty fucking nice. Yeah, that was dope. So light, dude. Fast as fuck, boy.
Can you still do the stuff? Are you still fucking?
I could definitely. Dude, it's muscle memory.
Scary. I can't. I don't want to see you cut. It's like a gorilla coming at you with a fucking blade.
With a fucking
yeah, fuck that.
100 guys at me, motherfucker. Let's go.
No, I'm gonna buy you that shirt. What was it? I can assure you, I could beat off 100 men.
100 guys. Yeah.
I may not be a gorilla, but I assure you, I can beat off 100 guys.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna get you that for Christmas. That's gonna be. That's going to be a good one.
Podcast every week. It's going to be my new shirt.
I really do like the family here. Even the dad is super likable, and it's like oddly believable. Like the family dynamic, the conversations that they have, the reactions are like oddly, genuine. Yeah. Like I don't know what it is. Like everybody in this movie is competent. It's fucking nuts.
That is the weird aspect of it. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, these are just fucking random kids. Like I said, there's moments where like some of the kids break into like laughter when they're not supposed to be laughing and shit like that. So like, it's mostly when the aunt is acting, it's pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah.
That the kids tend to laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, other than that, like everything is like I mean, it's goofy. Like the kids
Yes.
are over the top.
This is a black comedy. This is a dark comedy.
But it's played like really fucking well. Like they
Yeah.
are really nailing the vibe that this movie is like,
So-
putting together.
So, Gris, would you say that this isn't even a fucking horror movie? Because I would say it's not.
I mean, the only horror aspect of it is that they put people in wood chippers.
Yeah.
It's
That's
definitely more of a comedy than it is a
So-
horror movie, man.
Before we get into this, let's roll the little the preamble that comes before the film.
Very TCM-ish.
Yeah,
going
very
on here.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I will read it as it goes for our listeners at home, but our viewers will be able to see it rolling as we do. This year, over 75,000 people were killed by family members in the United States.
Losers.
1 in 10 of these murders are never solved and written off as unexplained disappearances due to the fact that bodies are never found and disposed of in the most ingenious ways. This is one such story. I was going to say I think that was more of an Unsolved Mysteries delivery, but yeah, they kind of make it seem like this is going to be a wild ride, and it is, but in a different sense. I feel like having this
Goofy ride.
This made me think it was going to be like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre or like the McPherson tape or something like that, where like it gives you a kind of like an ominous vibe. And once you actually get into this movie, completely flips. There is, I would say that you can watch this with a small child. Maybe not a small child, but like an 8-year-old, I think would fucking be fine.
You can watch it with a bunch of children. It's totally cool.
I mean, it's not that bad. Shit,
no,
dude.
like even like the gory parts are not, just some blood splattered on screen or some shit. It's really nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
That's true. And it looks pretty fake. You can't really even tell half the time what the hell's like going on with that. But basically what happens is the father has to go away on business. So the aunt is coming over to watch the kids for the weekend. She happens to be a little bit crazy. They also mention that they have a crazy cousin that was in jail and everything. And you see as she gets more comfortable, not even as she gets more comfortable, because right off the bat she's an asshole, but as the day gets longer and the weekend goes on, she gets more and more obnoxious and basically starts telling them they can't do things that they are normally allowed to do, right?
Typical babysitter bullshit, dude.
Yeah, not my babysitter growing up. I'll never forget them. Keith and Tracy. Tracy was our babysitter, but her boyfriend Keith used to come, and they must have been in high school at the time. Probably making out on the couch. I don't know. But they were extremely cool. They were extremely nice. One of my first baseball gloves I ever got was from Keith. He bought it for my birthday. He worked at Toys R Us. He was like super cool. Yeah, he was cool, man.
He's a fucking sly guy.
Different time. I always wonder whatever happened to them.
You should look up Keith, dude. He's probably wondering
dude.
where you are now.
Yeah, Keith. Yeah, look up Keith from 1992. Where are you? But there's one scene that when I saw it, I felt like this would have been you. And this is when she walks in when he's doing like his fucking air guitar, and I could just picture little mini Grizz with the rat tail listening to some fucking Molly Hatchet going off in his room, right? Getting yelled at.
This is pretty accurate, honestly.
Ripping your Kerry King solo.
Also annoyed.
You wouldn't have that space shit on your wall, though.
Yeah. Like race car and babes. Oh, not demonic passages.
See that Frankenberry in the background?
I did see that. Yeah, let's go put some background shit there.
As a kid, did anybody ever say anything like that to you, man?
Yeah, I definitely have been told by, so my immediate, like my dad and stuff like that, classic 80s metalhead, fucking grew up listening to a lot of like Metallica and unfortunately fucking Megadeth.
How dare you?
So like my dad was cool with it. Like he understood like whatever I'm going to listen to, like even when I got into like really fucking hard shit, he didn't give a fuck, man. but like people on the outside of like that bubble, my extended family, because my dad has fucking 10 brothers and sisters. They all fucking have some, religious sides to them, and was told quite a bit that I was told I was the black sheep at one point for sure.
There you go.
Probably still holds true. I'm definitely gonna go to hell. Apparently, that's what I was told most of my childhood.
I surprisingly never really had a problem with that. Besides at school, somebody told the guidance counselor that I was gonna fucking do something. When I was just minding my own business. It was just because I used to wear like fucking, metal shirts to school. Like, I never fucking, hand to God, never did I say anything, do anything to ever lead them to believe that I was going to do anything at the time.
Though, at that time period, like, cause we were the same age, man. Like
that was post Combine. That was right after Combine.
Like right after that, I remember so many kids, and I went to a tiny school. I graduated with 55 kids in my graduating class. And like, even in my small ass community, so many kids were getting like fingered to be like part of that kind of idea and shit like that. And it was just like, most of these people had like, just like you said, were just fucking kids that were loners and shit like that. And I was just like,
dude, I wasn't even a loner. I used to play Magic the Gathering during lunch with like a table full of fucking nerds. Like
that's what it was right there, dude. You were a fucking Magic kid. Dude, when I was getting a tattoo tonight before I fucking rushed over here, and like the one dude, like fucking beast of a tattoo artist, but he's having like a Magic party.
My man.
Now it's like, man, if Mike knew about this, he'd be fucking all about it. And then they were talking about those stupid fucking action figures that you fucking like to paint and shit.
The Warhammer ones?
Yeah, they were all about. I was like, God damn, these are fucking Mike's people right here.
See, you're missing out, dude. You're actually.
I'm the odd one, obviously.
Yeah. But like, I never had a problem with my family with that stuff because like my uncles growing up would have like Ozzy and Primus and shit playing.
Oh yeah.
Like at like the holiday parties, you'd have like fucking Bark at the Moon going in the background, and then like I have a cousin that's in a very successful hardcore band. And so, like, he's older. He's like 15 years older than me, I would say. He's significantly older, I would think. But
ice a little bit for everybody.
What?
You broke the ice for the family a little bit.
Yeah, basically, they saw like it was possible to like be in these bands and not be like a fucking drug addict or like be an asshole. Like you could be an asshole, but like not in a bad way. Like, so that like kind of helped me out, I guess, too. Like knowing that I'm not actually, doing the pentagram made out of fucking goat's blood in my room, trying to summon Baphomet to, do my homework. I don't know.
All right, I'm out of here. Definitely not me.
But when I saw that scene, I was like, yo, this had to be Grizz back in the day, especially with the haircut. Damn. One day we're going to have to bring that picture up and show everybody.
There's a picture in the fucking Dropbox of me with the fucking mullet that is pretty fucking spot on to what this fucking dude had.
We'll do that for Christmas. We'll make that the background. We'll just have that like floating about like a little like a white trash cherub just fucking.
We'll put like our childhood photos in the title screen there.
Oh, dude, that would be good. Yeah, because I looked like Fred Mertz when I was a kid. I always had thin hair. What can I say? But this fucking guy, Carrot Top over here, I can't quite put my finger on who he looks like. It's not Carrot Top, but like there's another actor like from now that he looks like. Fuck, I can't think of it. But he gets his Rambo knife. He's so excited. Like a moron, he like pulls it out in front of the ant, like on the table right in front of him.
Bro, why are you giving the fucking... This is dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. It's your house. It's your rules. If you're used to having it, sure. But if the bitchy ant is there, bro, don't
use your head.
Lose the fucking knife.
Yeah, use your head. So she says, "Give me the fucking knife," and unfortunately, he does.
Tom, give me that knife. No, kid, I said, Tommy, give me that knife. No, give me that knife, Tom. Give it to me. No, give it to me.
It's just they're looking.
No, you can't give me.
Oh shit!
He does give her the knife, and she accidentally stabs herself with it.
Look what you did! Oh my God, what'd you do?
She's so good, dude.
The daughter's the
her.
best, man. There's so many fucking good reactions from her.
She's awesome.
just her, every line that she delivers is fucking hilarious. At one point, the dad calls to kind of see what's going on, and I love how like she delivers these lines.
The whole
Can I talk to Aunt
conversation.
Tess?
No.
Why not?
Well, the truth of the matter is, she's just dead.
Ah, taking a nap, huh? How long has she been lying down?
Oh, just a few minutes.
You're right. Don't disturb her. That's one of the things that makes you so special, Denise. You're so thoughtful.
But even that interaction, that phone call with the dad is very realistic. Like, how many times has your parents called and it's like, yo, where's so-and-so? Oh, she's not here. Where's this person? Oh, he's outside. All right. I'll talk to you later then. It's never
I've
like,
had the conversations where like some shit is happening that I do not want my parents to know about. And I'm like doing the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, everything's cool. Fucking
yeah, the house is on
did not
fire.
just slam my little brother's head off the fucking bunk bed for being a dick. That didn't happen. You know?
Yeah, there's blood splatter on the ceiling, like not even
That
on
was
the
always
walls.
the thing, dude. You fight with like a fucking sibling and like it could get pretty nasty. And then like somebody gets fucking super hurt. Then you're like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in fucking a lot of trouble. This
Good,
goes
you have to be
down.
super nice, right? Luckily, like me, I don't remember me and my sister like fighting that bad. Like, never really became physical to that extent. I never grew up with a brother. I'm sure if I had a brother or something, it would be a lot different.
Older
But
sister for me, and man,
she's significantly older than you, right?
No, she's like 3 years old. Well, 3 years.
All right, yeah.
Well, like,
But that's a big
and
difference growing up.
She beat the shit out of me when I was real little, and then one day it just stopped, and I think she realized that like the fucking jig was up. That if she continues, she's gonna get her ass fucking handed to her because I was getting a lot bigger.
You know,
than
it's
her.
really funny. Like growing up, like I used to fight with my sister and shit, and then like one day it just like, guess you're all right.
Deal with you.
Yeah, like it was like some point in high school. Like once I got it, it's like, yeah, I guess I get it. And like that's that.
My sister did try to kill me when I was a kid.
Like
legitimately.
actually, like legit. Yeah,
100%.
that's
Like
fucked.
my parents were like painting the house, and they had all these like buckets of water set up to like clean out everything.
No, don't even
And my
tell me that. You're the reason they
sister-
have the fucking print on it.
Probably, dude. Because I don't, not the print. Because my sister legitimately just dropped me in a fucking bucket of water head first and walked away after she did so. And then my dad had to like fucking run over and fucking like pull my ass out by my feet and shit.
Holy shit,
So,
man.
If anything, I should be getting like some kind of fucking like check from her every month for to substitute why I'm
for the
such
brain
a fucking
damage.
idiot.
Does she acknowledge that she did it to you?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
Does she have like
it's
a
fucking joke now? Like, you know, she was a kid too, but she was just like, "Fuck this baby, dude, I'm out."
That's hey, it's the martial artist you were thinking about. Was it Billy Blanks you were thinking a couple of weeks ago? Nah, Jesse Collins, that wasn't him. I'll have to go back and think about it again, revisit
Isn't
that.
Billy Blank's the guy from fucking
Tybo, yeah, fucking.
God damn, bro.
That's hey,
You were
Hey.
doing those moves like you did it, dude. Holy
of course,
shit.
of course. But Grizz, the grandmother is dead. Not the grandmother. The aunt is dead. They got to get rid of the body because, you know, instead of saying it was a fucking accident, can't let anybody find out because it's the early 90s, late 80s. Nobody gives a fuck about
I
anything.
do like that conversation where they had. We're like, well, what do we do now? And the kid's like kind of freaked out because he thinks he's gonna get arrested and shit.
They're like,
They're
they
just like,
don't
all right.
execute 13-year-olds. They wait till you're 16.
they're 16. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's fucking great.
But they ultimately decided, well, you know, who the fuck's gonna miss this old bag? Let's put her.
Yeah,
let's
give him
get rid of her. body,
Yeah,
basically.
let's give her the Fargo funeral, right? We're gonna put her through the wood chipper. But when they go out there, John McBride says, "Uh-oh."
Aunt Tess is right. Once you start working with the meat, it isn't all that bad.
That's a great line. So they have her all cut up at this point in the wheelbarrow.
Which that alone is a brutal job doing.
Oh yeah, a lot of work.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't gonna work. She's too soft. You can only run hard things through this.
Who said so?
It'll gum up the blades.
He almost sounds like Weird Al there.
Definitely has a Weird Al thing going on for sure. But that's a great point that I don't think about. That how many bodies do you think a wood chipper could take before it gets clogged with the?
So I would say a wood chipper that size would fucking tear through fucking a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, there's got to be a point in which so much soft body material has gone through. Stuff's going to get hung up on those gears, I'm thinking, at some point too. Or do you think it's just shredding out?
I think it's just shredding, bro. Because think about it. That's an industrial wood chipper. Like that, you're putting in like maybe like a foot in diameter logs into that thing, and it's shredding them.
Sure.
Your measly bone and all that stuff is just gonna pass right out. Think about it, like in a meat processing plant, like there's grinders and shit like that are processing meat.
I feel like that's a little bit more intense than a wood chipper. Like, yeah, I wouldn't even say this is industrial. This just seems like everything in the 80s seemed industrial, but like they were really pretty fucking.
That's a big wood chipper, bro. That's not one that you would have like on your property. That would be one that would be like a landscaping.
They rented it.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a big ass fucking wood chipper, dude. I think you would be able to pass a lot of meat through that thing.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, we're not going to try that. Yeah. Groceries are expensive. We're not going to start putting...
There's got to be a limit though, dude. I'm thinking like you get to body 10.
Why don't you call Steel tomorrow and see what they say?
You're like, look, I got to get a number on corpses through this thing before I have to clean it. Like, give me a high ball or a low ball number here.
Be like, yeah, we're doing really cutting edge meat processing here. But I really like when they start deciding on their plan. We're going to just freeze all the parts. That's how we're going to make them rigid enough to pass through.
Makes sense.
And there's a lot of funny side conversations that are going on during this.
They could fit 3 whole bodies in theirs if they wanted to.
Her friend's family has a bigger fridge.
Oh, there's plenty. Just sort of shove it all in there. Don't bother being mean. You know, I sure do wish that Susie could see this. She's always telling me about how all the weird stuff that happens to her family, and saying that my family is so boring. Boy, would she be surprised.
Whatever you do, don't tell her.
She's just like casually talking as they're packing this fridge full of like bloody fucking newspaper wrapped body parts. Really funny. I really do.
It's so campy, dude. It's so ridiculous.
I love it. I love it. And then when they finally pass the parts through the wood chipper, all their faces are just like,
Her face is hilarious.
Just hear those RPMs going. That's just like a rack of ribs.
Rack of ribs, yeah, dude.
Dude, you need one of those acid wash denim jackets. Then the head.
The head is the best.
Dude, the music is fucking awesome in this movie.
That's another thing too. Throughout the whole thing, the music is really fucking good. Like really synthy, but like it fits the entire. It's goofy synthy, but like it's perfect. It's like exactly what this movie needs for a soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure. And they're able to dispose of this body in a relatively good way, I guess. It doesn't look too obvious at the moment. Everything is kind of working well.
I mean, they're not showing where like it's throwing out the body.
They just blasted it into the fucking woods, dude. It's gonna be eaten by the critters. It's gonna be good to go. Gonna be good to go, man. It's deer season. They're gonna lick that up. That's fine.
I don't like, man.
That's true too. But then again, I think that has happened before in the past, and they just end up finding parts in like the lake. They end up washing up because it's not gonna pulverize it like you're using a meat grinder. You know what I mean?
You're not getting dust. You're getting fucking chunk.
Yeah, it's just breaking it up. Like so, I don't know. But
be like a 95-5, maybe an 80-20. I don't know what your preference is, but we could probably.
I'm more of like I like the 9. I like the 90.
90-10 is good.
Right in the middle.
90-10.
If you're really feeling good, you get that nice 80-20 for tacos, and it's nice and greasy.
Can't do it, bro. Can't do that. way too greasy, too gristly for my taste, man.
Yeah, I get it. But the leaner beef sometimes is a little dry once you cook it. That's the only problem.
It's fair.
I have perfected. Well, we've perfected the fucking Ortega Old El Paso taco seasoning. Trust me, I got it down.
Well, which one is it? Is it which one do you use? The Ortega or the Old El Paso?
I think we use the Old El Paso one here.
Yellow package?
Yeah. And I think I'm going to say actually it depends on what's on sale.
Okay. I don't hate that answer.
Sometimes the low sodium, sometimes the regular, depending on how my fucking cholesterol is that day.
There's a hot and spicy that Old El Paso makes.
Interesting.
Really fucking good. Yeah, really good.
We bought a non-name brand like spicy taco mix, and it like fucking makes your fucking nose just warm. Like it opens it up. Sometimes you think it's bleeding. You're like, oh fuck.
Oh, you know what's horrible? So like usually not in the taco section, right? There's obviously a taco section with all the fucking shit. There's also like a packet section somewhere in the store that has like gravy and shit like that.
Yeah.
So over there's like a McCormick taco mix.
Interesting.
It is fucking terrible, dude.
Oh,
Stay the fuck away from that shit.
I thought you were going to talk about.
Like, oh fuck. Well, let me try this one time, and it was the grossest.
I thought you were going to start talking about the Parma Rosa sauce, which is fucking amazing.
Let's be real. It's fucking delicious.
But Grizz, their plan is going perfectly until they have a visitor. And this visitor is a piece of shit. Their cousin arrives. He looks like a creep. He acts like a creep. And he wants to know, where the fuck is my mom?
Oh, my guess.
You guess? You mean you don't know?
Look, she got a call this morning and has to leave early.
This guy talks like mainstream
John
Mike.
drove her down to the train station, and that's that.
Wait a minute. That doesn't sound like Mom. She doesn't just pick up and go when she's supposed to be somewhere.
Well, that's what happened, okay?
Shit! This is unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
I love this
I'm
guy.
getting to the point where I can't even rely on that old bitch anymore.
He is awesome.
He apparently owes money to somebody, right? That's his whole thing.
Yeah, and he's trying to get some kind of money off his mom.
And he starts getting real aggressive and starts making like really vague threats, and also starts saying like, yo, if you do something to me now, may not be today, but I'll come back and I'm going to fucking get you. And
yeah, and he was talking about, he was like forcing them to like find their dad's money stash to like fucking give to him and shit. He was a piece of shit.
And this leads to them coming up with an idea of, oh, let's tell him he can have the wood chipper to sell, but he should go take a look at it, because they figure, well,
real close.
What is it? In for a penny, in for a pound, whatever.
Nah.
I love this plan.
So.
He's looking at it.
Electronics are easy to get
She's
rid of,
making faces like, come on, start it. He starts it. John McBride jumps like a ninja and dumps him over into the wood chipper. That doesn't even look like blood. That looked like fucking strawberry chocolate sauce. These guys don't have the stomach for body disposal, I guess. Dude, look at that thing. That thing was huge.
All right, that's a pretty good sized chipper, I'll admit.
Dude, when I go, I want you to. So I own my gravesite already. When I go, I want you to rent one of those and just put my body in it and just face it towards the gravesite.
Oh, that'd be sick. Dude.
Don't
that'd
even bet.
So
No fucking hole. Just like spray me like a fucking like a gas station bathroom. You know?
Oh, I like that. Now, it's fun and it's fertilizing, dude.
Exactly.
That's a great idea.
Exactly.
You're a smart guy.
But they end up disposing of him rather efficiently also.
Yeah.
They clean up, and that's really it. Their dad comes home.
That is really it.
Their dad comes home, and they're all smiles.
All's good and ends well.
Fine. Great. Super. But she's gone.
What?
Well, she had to go home for some reason, and she said that she didn't think you would mind her leaving John in charge for a few hours.
No, not at all. By the way, did she say anything about coming back for another visit? Not really.
But I'm sure she'll be showing up from time to time. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The yard.
And the boy ends up getting his mountain bike too. He gets rewarded for it.
Oh yeah.
Shit, man. Everything
Good
works
kid.
out in the end for these three. I like it.
It's a fun movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking fun.
Fun movie. It's got a good solid ending. They do like kind of pan down and you see the ring in like a bloody messy area.
There she is. Yeah.
Yep, they're I think that was the cousin. Remember, he takes the ring off the table.
He had the ring last. You're right.
But I think this is overall an extremely good fucking shot on video, dark comedy. Not a horror movie at all, but still worth a watch, still worth a buy. I would say it's one of the better Donna Michelle films that were released of.
Yeah, I would
the
say
handful.
That's true, dude. Me and you both ended up. We got our hands on that fucking refrigerator movie. And that was terrible, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that one. Maybe that needs a rewatch eventually. I don't know.
That'd be a tough rewatch. The first one was bad enough, dude. God damn.
But
this is definitely one of the better Donna Michelle movies.
Yes.
100%, dude.
Yes. Available to stream on Tubi. It's on YouTube also. I think there's a camp video release right on one of those 80s box sets. I think I have that, but it's on the DVD. Overall, fucking awesome. Really, really good.
120 minutes. It goes super quick, and it's so much fucking fun. You're not seeing a bunch of like really just funny scenes with these kids in it. They really make this movie the comedy that it is. The interactions that they have, the things that they say to one another. This is fucking cool, man. This is way better than like I think it would be cool if it was a gory movie or whatever, but like this is equally as fucking cool as getting something like that.
Hell yeah. Danny West done heading to Tubi after this. Fuck yeah.
Definitely watch this, man. You're gonna
definitely watch this. But Grizz, next week we're gonna do sort of a compilation week. We're gonna be live. We're gonna have clips, but we're doing it kind of in celebration of the 4K UHD release of The Beyond. We're probably not gonna do them separately again because that's I guess that makes it like 18 times that we would have done it, but we're going to talk about the Gates of Hell trilogy, The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, and the Gates of Hell, aka City of the Living Dead. It's going to be
all
a good
things
time.
Encompassing, man.
Yeah, the music, the gore, the effects, the aftermath. We're going to talk about it all. And that's going to be next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideopodcast. Grizz, I think it's time we head over to the wide world of metal. And what do we have this week?
You know, I pulled up a pretty cool band this week. This band is all the way from Sweden / Germany. So I guess it's like got members from each area or whatever. But the band is called Rot Pit. They're fucking interesting, man. It's kind of like it's death metal 100%, but it's got a little bit more to it than that. It's got a little bit of like grind elements to it at certain times. Guitar players are fucking rippers. It's a 3-piece band. I absolutely love fucking 3-piece bands, dude. It's like one of my favorite. I think that's like if you could pull off an amazing sound with 3 dudes, you're fucking dialing something in my opinion. Why don't we give them a little bit of a taste of this with Death Trip?
I love the production on this. Also, this fucking cassette is sick.
Love that shit right there.
I love this, like that halftime blast. It's like
Coming in on that, yeah, dude.
fucking tough, bro. Fucking tough.
I love too, like we've been talking so much about how there's so much of this like revival of like death metal happening, and I love that it's happening so much too, not just here, like in the United States, but it's happening everywhere. Like so many of these bands, like I've found killer death metal bands from Australia, from Germany. You know, there's a bunch of shit from Poland recently that we covered that was just like killer fucking new black metal coming out from that area. I just love that there's like a resurgence of new bands just kind of dialing in these classic sounds, and they're doing it so fucking well.
It's almost like they skipped a generation, right?
Honestly, I feel like what the influence of metalcore in the early 2000s is what hindered really good death metal from taking off until now. Honestly,
true.
You know, I got super into Black Dahlia Murder and, you know, stuff like that. Didn't necessarily enjoy a lot of like the other deathcore type bands and stuff. But I know a lot of people did, and a lot of people have like continued to make. There's a lot of successful deathcore bands now. It just not my thing, dude. And I'm just happy to see that like a lot of younger kids now are like
into
feeding
that 90s
off of
shit.
this 90s death metal shit, and
True.
then like putting it into practice in like a really fun way, man.
I agree.
Let's keep it going. This song feels like a tribute to Morbid Angel and Where the Slime lived, dude. This is Slime Breeder, and I just had to put it on here.
Even with the fucking
shit rules, dude.
I gotta say, I hate that song by Morbid Angel.
Oh, it's the worst Morbid Angel song. It's the worst Morbid Angel song.
This is much better, actually.
I had to, like, me and you have talked about that Morbid Angel song a bunch and how fucking corny and terrible it is. So when I heard this, I was like, oh my God, I gotta play it. Pull this fucking clip, dude.
You gotta have like the extreme warble. Like not like the porno grind or whatever warble. It's like the part of fucking
chorus.
Yeah, like
it's not
floods.
Shifted, it's chorus.
Like floods from Pantera. When they start.
So also this band not only has like really solid vocalists, they put together fucking awesome, you know, songs throughout, like a good composition. Their drummer fucking rips. Guitar player's got some really nasty solos on this album. I took one off of the track Serenade of Rot. I love the string slide.
It's like the vibe that that's like.
This is such a Mike solo too. This reminds me of a lot of solos that you've wrote, dude. Like it has like there's always like a really sick like arpeggio section, and then like a fucking cool like note held out fucking section like right after it. Shit. And, like, I heard it, I was like, this definitely sounds like a solo that fucking Mike would write.
It's because you get halfway through and you're like, fuck, I don't know what else to do. I used my one good idea. Fuck. No.
Time for some fucking bendies.
Yeah. Let me just go up to that 24th fret. All right, there we go. But I really like this. I really like the production. The songs are great. Very, almost has like the solo production on it. Sounds very like Entombed. From like the early 90s. It has a very similar like sound to it. I like this band. You've been nailing it, man. Shit.
Good. And this was like last moment. I was been running around and I was like, fuck, I forgot to pull a band for tonight. And I was like, within the first few bands I pulled, I found this. I was like, fucking thank God. This one fucking rules, man.
Yeah, usually we do our live streams at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but Chris was getting a tattoo done today, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to try to make it in time, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to get here, but I'm like, dude, we'll just fucking do it at 10. How about that? He's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
How do you guys feel about 10 o'clock? I mean, it doesn't bother me fucking doing it at 10 if you guys would prefer to do it now or
West
whatever.
Coast
but
people.
I feel like, at least it's 7 o'clock for West Coast people now instead of fucking 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, I think definitely the winter or like the fall months. 10 o'clock is great because everybody's already in for the night. But we're gonna see how everybody feels about. Do you want to you watch it on your way home from work if you live on the West Coast? Like that's also a thing. Like, who the fuck knows? But Grizz, where can they find this wonderful?
Rot Pit, this is the album Let There Be Rot. You can get this on Spotify is where I first found it. Also, they are available on Bandcamp. You can pick up the album for, of course, $6.66 because it's a true fucking death metal band. This is a full, you get 9 tracks on here. Each of these songs on this fucking album are really fucking good. All of them have really good solos too. It's not just like, oh, here's one solo. Like the dude fucking rips, man.
I agree.
Check them out on YouTube also. I think they got a video that they're putting out here for one of these songs. This album just came out this past month. So this is fresh, man. This is good shit.
Hell yeah. Grizz, is there anything else that you want to mention besides the Omega block pattern that is
dumping weather?
Dumping water on us.
Dude, we should have pulled a fucking picture of the Omega block. The fucking
dude, my power went out at work today. They're like, well, by the time it comes back, it's already going to be time to go. So why don't y'all just fucking go home?
Oh, fuck yeah. That's sweet, dude. I love shit like that happening.
But the only problem was it was raining so fucking hard I couldn't leave. It was like fucking insane.
Oh, you guys had shitty weather today.
Insane weather today. Insane. Oh, shit, and it's always right when you're like going to leave. It's always right when you're going to leave work too. It was fucking insane. But Grizz, where could they find you on the internet?
You could find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you could find me at Bad Taste Video, and you could find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. We stream every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideo podcast. Man, that just came back like some sort of fucking recall. I don't know. We haven't recorded in 2 weeks, so it's been a bit. Grizz, I had a great time watching.
This was fun.
Yeah, I had a great time watching this. I'm surprised it took us this long to do it. I think we were both hesitant that the movie wasn't going to be up to a good, episode standard. But it's solid. Highly recommend it. Kind of shocked how good it was. I've only seen kind of like bits. I've never seen the movie in full. It was one of those ones where I've only seen kind of things or I'd start it and then not finish it. But it is fucking worth it. That's for damn sure.
100%. It's awesome.
I want to thank everybody for coming in the chat. I want to thank everybody for listening. If you can't catch us live, you can always catch the previous episodes that are live on our YouTube channel after, Tuesday night. Pretty much they go right up, right? I think you can watch it immediately.
As soon as this ends, you can fucking rewatch it.
Yeah, and we release this in podcast form anywhere where podcasts are found on Thursday mornings, but we prefer you come watch us live on YouTube. It's a lot more fun that way. All right, Grizz. I think that's it, man. I think we're done for the week. Right?
Dude, Fauci next week. I'm stoked, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait to go fucking hear the House by the Cemetery theme a million times because I absolutely love it. Damn, we're gonna be having some crazy clips next week. But for now, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for listening. We will see you next week with a Fulci extravaganza.